in a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and rivers. There lived an old carpenter named Elias. For more than 40 years, Elias built houses for others. His work was admired, far and wide roofs that never leaked, walls that stood tall for generations, and doors that opened as smoothly as a summer breeze. People said, if Elias built it, it will stand forever. But as time passed, Elias grew weary. His back ached, his hands trembled, and his eyes strained to see the fine details he once perfected with ease. He longed for rest, for mornings without the sound of hammering, for evenings spent with his grandchildren rather than nails and wood. One morning, he walked to the home of his employer, a wealthy landowner who had given him work for decades. With humility, Elias said, "Sir, I've worked for you many years. My strength is not what it used to be. I wish to lay down my tools and retire." The landowner listened carefully, then nodded. But after a pause, he spoke, "Elias, you have served faithfully. I will not hold you longer than you wish. But I ask of you just one last favor. Build one final house for me." Elias hesitated. His heart was already in retirement. But out of respect, he agreed. The last house from the very start, Elias worked without passion. He chose cheaper wood. He rushed the measurements. He nailed the walls unevenly, telling himself, "It doesn't matter, it's just one last house." Where once he would spend hours perfecting the smallest detail, now he did only what was necessary to finish quickly. The roof creaked, the doors stuck, and the paint was uneven. Day after day, his mind drifted elsewhere, imagining his future of rest. And with each careless stroke of the hammer, the great legacy of his life's work quietly crumbled. At last, the house was done. Elias stood back, not with pride, but with relief. "It is finished," he told his employer. The surprise. The landowner walked to the front of the house, inspected it silently, and then turned to Elias with a gentle smile. He handed Elias a small wooden box. "This house is not for me," the man said softly. "It is my gift to you for all the years you have built homes for others. May this be the home where you and your family find peace." Elias froze. The weight of those words struck him harder than any hammer blow. His knees felt weak and his heart sank. This was his house, the very walls he had built with laziness, the doors he had left uneven, the roof he had rushed. The house he thought didn't matter would be the place where he and his family would live. Tears filled his eyes. He whispered to himself, "If only I had known, I would have built it with care." The lesson Elias never forgot that day. He lived in the house, but it stood as a silent reminder of the choices he had made. And whenever he looked at the crooked beams or the cracking paint, he remembered, Life is like a house. Every choice you make, every word you speak, every action you take it is a nail, a board, a wall in the house you will one day live in. If you cut corners, you are the one who must live with the weakness. If you build with care, with honesty, discipline, and love, you are the one who will dwell in the strength. Final moral: each day, you are the carpenter of your own life. Build wisely. Build with care. Build the kind of house you'd be proud to live in, because, in the end, you will.